Prosperity and abundance to everyone tuning in. I am Mrs.Melanin Reigns, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be back with you all. So take this drive with me while we talk about the current times. I know we're all feeling it. If you're tuned into this channel, if you have been with me for a while, or for some reason you're drawn to this video, 9 times out of 10, you are seeing a side of the world that you may have already known, but it's almost as if it's no longer covert anymore. Like, it's not able to hide anymore. The things that even people who go along with the get along on a daily basis are able to say and are communicating about, you can tell that there is something different in the air. And I don't mean that literally, but that is as figurative as it is literal right now. That's the world that we are living in. And it's really a time where you have to be extremely discerning and disciplined in your discernment. There's so many times where we will know a thing, we will pick up on something, and instead of trusting that, especially because we know in times that we have not trusted that, things didn't work out well, or we were just proven right in a sense. We're in a time now where you must be disciplined in your discernment. You must own the fact that you can see certain spirits on people. And when I say certain spirits on people, this is not about spookism. This is not like you see something floating around. I'm not sure if that's your gift and that's your gift, but that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about knowing and discerning the spirits that operate through people, whether it's the jealous spirit, whether it's a vindictive spirit, whether it's a spirit of narcissism, seeing those things on people and not ignoring it. In situations, even with our own selves, being discerning and being disciplined in that discernment, no longer allowing ourselves to say, okay, well, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's just I'm being too sensitive. No, this is a time now, and I'm specifically speaking to people who are disciplined in their spirituality as well, grounded in their spirituality as well. Again, this is not spookism. And when I say it's not spookism, people will try to take a thing and turn it into something it's not, to be able to push it to the side or not acknowledge it. This is a time now where you have been through certain things that have put you up on game. The game of life. The game of what people will a lot of times say the matrix, but what it is a false matrix. It's a false womb. It's a false sense of security. It's an enabling and coddling and smothering type of matrix. But you're starting to see different agencies, different people. But it's bigger than just the people. But you're starting to see these things, these topics that people didn't want to cover or didn't want to have empathy for, or didn't want to put to the forefront. Now it's being exposed. The things that are coming up from below the surface, literal things that are coming up from below the surface, things that have been hidden for years. We're in a time now where those things are coming to, and a person like you has to continue to work through those barriers and blockages that keep you from trusting the guidance of God. Again, not spookism. It's time now for a person like you to not fold out of desperation, to not fold out of just wanting to go along with the get along, to not force yourself, but to find that alignment. Times are changing. The tides are changing. It's everywhere. Even those who go along with the get along cannot ignore it. And a person like you who doesn't go along with the get along, these are times now where your integrity, your heart, your ability to do the work matters.